Yeah, good afternoon. Welcome to the Daily Money Market. You are actually with me, Che Yusuf. It's weekly market overview. We actually go and actually check in terms of how the market is going, and again we look in terms of the fundamental news that are actually coming for entire week, so that everyone can be up to date and you can know what fundamental news are coming and when, and so that you can be able to get to be prepare yourself properly before you actually jump in and trade. And this information, please, is purely for education purpose. Is not the advice or telling you what instrument you should trade and what instrument you should not trade. It's basically purely education purpose, and you can use it to compare with your own analysis and be able to spot opportunity in a market and make something for yourself. So yeah, let's get in fundamental events and to see what events are actually coming this week. So, all right, according to the fundamental news, right now, Monday, May the 13th, we only see the ones that already happened. It's inflation expectations. That was a 5 a.m. NZD Sydney time. Coming from New Zealand, and there was a lot of movement in terms of the New Zealand. So later on, 6:45 p.m., there's a Swiss franc, Chairman Jordan is speaking. We're expecting a Swiss instrument or so to have a little bit of movement there. So not much in terms of volatility, if you can see on Mondays, but the volatility, they're starting to picking up from Tuesday, where we're seeing producer price index year to year, 1:50 a.m. That's an Asian session. To those who trade Asia, you can expect the JP225 to have high impact volatility in terms of the movement. 8 a.m. there's a GBP climate account change, expecting again all GBP instrument and all correlated instrument to have some movement. Tuesday 2:30 p.m. that's what is coming for producer price index. This month we can see that we are starting with the producer price index, ending with the consumer price index. Sometimes it starts with the consumer price index, ending with the producer price index. So Tuesday, it's a producer price index from US. That's where the volatility is starting from there. We're seeing high impact volatility, or expecting high impact volatility from US instrument or correlated instrument, as well as we can say gold will have a bigger movement. US 30, NASDAQ, S&P 500. We saw all these instruments closing to the high on last week, Friday. Jumping in on this week, they're already sitting on a very high positions. We're going to see it when we jump in and to look on a chart. So later on Tuesday, 4 p.m., there's a federal chair, Paul, again testifying, and a lot of people they are actually, expecting, to hear from him. And when he speaks, he drives a lot of instrument, especially from US and all correlated instrument to US, to have a high impact in terms of movement. Going on Wednesday, the bigger one again, it's consumer price index. We already see producer price index on Tuesday. Wednesday, we're getting on a consumer price index from US. We're going to see how actually the consumers have been performing for the month of April, and to see how it's going to contribute to the economy or to the buying power of people in the United States. Again, it drives, the dollar to have whether to grow or the dollar to actually, decline. So we are expecting to see a lot of movement from all US instruments, as well as the dollar index. We can pay attention on it so that it can measures the value. You can see the measurement of the value of the dollar itself, coming from consumer price index. So very interesting week when it comes to those 2 days. Moving on Thursday, there's an employment change from Australian dollar 3:30 a.m. on a Sydney session. GDP coming from JPY, Japanese yen. Again, later on, an employment claim from 2:30 p.m. from US. Again, another high impact volatility coming there from United States dollar and all correlated instrument. We're expecting all these instruments, like NASDAQ, US 30, S&P 500, gold to have a high impact volatility. Friday, not much in terms of, high impact volatility. On Friday, we are seeing China industrial production on a Sydney, on Asian session, 4 a.m. But later on 4:15, we are seeing former member Willie speaking as well but not that high much in terms of a high volatility. So we can see the volatility starting from Tuesday to Wednesday to Thursday. Then after that, it's dying down, cooling down a little bit in terms of, high impact volatility. So yeah, that's how the fundamental news are looking like this week. So let's see how actually, the charts are sitting and it look like, right? Okay. All right. So maybe let's start with the gold. Of course, on Monday, there's not much in terms of movement. But again, maybe we're expecting a movement on a Swiss franc. But it's already, the news is already done. It was in a Sydney session. So there's not much in what we can do. What we can do now is just to look on the market and prepare the volatility of actually starting on Tuesday. So we are looking at gold right now, sitting at 2,348. We are seeing it's actually dropping from the position where it's actually sitting. Maybe today it might get to this level, because I can see that gold, it actually have the movement because of the safe haven of a dollar, and the dollar right now, it's actually quiet because it's actually Monday. There's not much that is happening. So anticipation is to see maybe gold by the beginning of maybe tomorrow or mid tomorrow, before producer price index to get to this level, to 2,316, somewhere around there. So it's actually a good target to jump in a long trade, though, if you can look at it, because of there's no much. So it will be dropping bit by bit all the way to 2,315. But from there, when PPI comes, I'm expecting gold to actually spiking up to go back to the level of 2,372, to this level, right? Because we already seen that NFP comes hotter than expected. So they actually, beat the expectations. So that's what we're anticipating when it comes to producer price index, and as well as consumer price index coming on Tuesday to Wednesday. But the higher target of gold, it can actually reach to 2,400. Maybe when it comes to CPI, consumer price index, which is Wednesday. So you can see drop a little bit, touches 2,300. Producer price index pushes the price up, sitting at 2.372. And then consumer price index pushes to 2,407. So that's what I'm anticipating when it comes to gold. So yeah, please, it has to go accordingly, according the way we actually are anticipating. All right, German 30, we saw there was a GDP news that are actually coming, I think, on Tuesday. Climate account change. Yeah, climate account change that is coming on Tuesday. I think also we can pay attention to GBP, to German 30. Right. So because of the already Federal Reserve, the Bank of England and the Federal Reserve, they already announced of the pausing of the hiking of interest rate, to put it on a pause. So we're not anticipating that much that German 30 will go beyond the position where it is. So I'm thinking maybe by Tuesday it will push the price all the way to 18,241, and then all the way to Wednesday it will actually pushes the price all the way down to 17,790. But my prediction is actually German 30 to continue ending the week at a higher position. So this side, right? So it might depreciate a little bit, breaking this zone, giving you another chance that you can enter more trades to 17,709. But when it comes to consumer price index, I actually believe that it will do the U-turn, unless it's not going to have that much movement. So it will drop just to come to this position, to here, this level. By Wednesday, it will start again picking up going back to 18,767. That's where exactly the market is going to close when it comes to German 30. And I believe also, UK 100, which is FTSE 100, is going to perform, the same as well. Maybe pushes the price a little bit up, but I don't think it will drop because we've been anticipating that it will drop to recover the gap, but the market hasn't. There hasn't been anything that will push this instrument to push the price all the way down. So for now, it's just playing around on a range, which is, maybe we can put it this way. Let me see. Okay. So for now, clearly, it's just playing around on this range. It might turn back and touches this position and then go back again to this level until maybe the following week, where we're going to hear the Bank of England speaking and so on and so forth. That's where we're going to see a little bit of impact of the movement of UK 100. So, all right, two more instruments. NASDAQ. As we saw NASDAQ already, we're anticipating last week that NASDAQ is going to go all the way up, breaking the zone that we were talking about. I think we were talking about around 17,900. That's where I actually think it will turn and actually enter a sell position. But we see it breaks and it continues to actually stay way above of this position. Now, because of NFP, it comes hotter than expected, right? Which is a positive to a dollar. And we are expecting producer price index and consumer price index also to beat the expectations, if I may say, so that it can push the pressure to the Federal Reserve and start actually, reducing the interest rate. Where exactly do we think the week will end? I think it will continue, goes all the way up. I might just continue holding my sell maybe until next week, but I think it will continue breaking this zone, goes all the way to what is this price, to 18,200. So yeah, that's what I'm anticipating. It's continue bullishing bit by bit, exactly the same way how it's been playing around here. Goes all the way up. Not much volatility today. We're gonna see just still goes all the way to this level. Coming here, just a little bit of a move, not that much, pushes the price here, maybe on a New York session open, pushes the price a little bit down to this level, to 18,100, and again, start again picking up. Coming from tomorrow PPI, that's where we are anticipating to touch to the level of 18,280. So same applies as USD. Yesterday, it just have some few move to complete to the all-time high that it was. I think it was the 10th or 18th of March 2024, which was 39,951. And I was actually anticipating that it might go way above, to get to the level where, get to 40,000 mark, because it never get to the 40,000. That will be the new all-time highest. So for now, I think it might go all the way to recover to 39,951. That last 2 weeks ago, it was sitting at that position. So if we look about in terms of the short trades, pretty much the short trades, maybe New York session come, pushes the price a little bit down, depreciating, because obviously there's not much in terms of volatility, and then that goes all the way up. When it comes to Tuesday, producer price index comes, and once the consumer price index comes, that's where we are anticipating the US data to go all the way to 39,951. So yeah, man, thank you very much. That's it when it comes to how the market is look like. But we believe that the economists, they are putting the pressure with the Federal Reserve so that they can start decreasing the interest rates. So the market, the instrument, they will remain higher at a position where we already see at the moment, until the Feds do something. Then it will break those levels, goes all the way up, or depreciating if the interest rate is being increased, right? So a good thing that you can actually enjoy when you're trading with 360 Capital, you get a 50% bonus if you deposit with $100 above. So you just put $100 above, you get a 50% boost on your equity, and that it can help you, to actually execute a bigger trades for you to make a good profit. So thank you very much for actually watching, and please, man, share with other guys. Keep subscribing.